Hi there, how the heck are you? This is Tom the Beer Whisperer, and you're drinking with the Beer Whisperer. This is Abita Purple Haze. You know, I got this mix pack that I've told you about 100 million times already, and I debated whether I should do. Oh my gosh, look at the color on that! Holy Moses! I debated whether I should do a review on this one or not because I'm not a fan of this style at all. It's like pink champagne going on there, big fizzy bubbles. But then I thought, you know what? I'm doing everything else. I should at least do something on it and try to be as unbiased as humanly possible. To read from their bottle here, Purple Haze is a lager brewed with real raspberries. Okay, I don't like raspberries, so already we have issues. Added after filtration. It is brewed with Pilsner and wheat malts and Vanguard hops. The berries add a fruity aroma, tartly sweet and subtle, purple color, and haze. Okay, what I thought about doing this with this, actually, it came with two of these in the mix pack. My original plan was to use it as a marinade, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. The numbers are 4, 2, and 13 on this bad boy. So, here's nothing. I considered, you know, I thought about using it as a marinade. I thought about kind of soaking it as some chicken, you know, doing a Purple Haze version of a coq au vin, you know, see if that would work. Wow. Some people love these kind of beers, these infused fruit kind of jobbies. I'm not a fan of the style at all. I don't really dig lambics either. And I'm not a fan of the raspberry. So already, we're off to a bad start. But again, I felt like I kept saying, no, I'm not going to. But then I felt, you know what, I need to try to be as unbiased as possible and try to get through this thing. You know, I've always said I want to do these segments like we were just hanging out in the pub, and sometimes the conversation stays about the beer, sometimes it goes 100 million places, and that's kind of what I want to do. But this kind of reminds me of, you know, sometimes you're at a bar, at a pub, and somebody buys you a beer that's not quite what you're looking for. This is kind of one of those things that you're going to drink and be polite. You know, oddly enough, here's the thing. I'm not a fan of the style. I'm not a fan of the raspberries, which you can taste. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that if you do like the style, if you do like raspberries, you may like this because I don't see anything fundamentally wrong with it. I've said 100 million times. I mean, it comes down to small taste preferences. Yeah, this isn't the beer that I'm going to want to buy a six-pack of. And you know, if my wife drank, which she does not, you know, this would be probably the beer that she would be able to drink. And it is a beer that I will try to do a marinade with at some point. But yeah, I don't find anything fundamentally wrong with it. The flavors that are there are not for me, but I can tell with my expert palate, well, you know, such as it is, I can tell that it is crafted well. The flavors seem to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. It kind of leaves you with this very dry champagne-like finish. I assume that's what they're going for because it has very tight champagne bubbles, champagne-like bubbles. I can tell by the way it fizzed up on me there. So, although a beer like this is not for the Beer Whisperer, it may be for you, or it may be for somebody else that you know. And it may be one of those beers that hits you at a certain moment, because I have those too, you know, that I don't drink all the time, but at very specific moments, for very specific reasons, I want this, you know, X beer. And this could be one of those for you. So here's the thing: I was expecting to really hate this, and you know, I'm going to make the best of it. But like I said, it is crafted well. There isn't anything fundamentally wrong with it. So I'm going to say, yeah, for the style, it is a good beer. I'm going to finish her up here. I'm going to have to drink something else after this to get this raspberry off my palate because I ain't digging that at all. But So here we go. Abita Purple Haze. Hey, I'm Tony Beer Whisperer. Guess what we just did? We had a beer. Hot damn. Hey, I'm going to get out of here. You all have a good evening.